Okay, so this is my journal, my art journal that I have propped against number 17 here, named after Android 17 from Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, I used this journal for the last half of 2019, so didn't really do anything special on the cover, but I have a ton of doodles and words inside. So I guess I'll just leaf through and kind of talk about the process. So it's really organic, and I would just kind of write and doodle like whatever I was feeling at the time. You can see some like doodles, kind of having a harder day that day, I guess, but I also do a lot of like conceptualizing, so that might look familiar. That's I was brainstorming for an art show proposal that I had coming up, and I also just like kind of doodle whatever I'm writing about at the time. So like whatever my goals are, I feel like having some sketches in there helps me like really kind of visualize what I want to do. And sometimes it's just cathartic, trying to draw a snake from memory versus trying to draw a snake with a reference. Brainstorming for like different things I want to do. I also like to put a lot of like, whenever I hear a quote that I like to put that in there. You guys might recognize this. I made that a sticker after I thought of that phrase. This was me trying to decide if I should give myself bangs or not. I'll also kind of draw like whatever's like, whenever I'm feeling really anxious, I try to like draw it out because it makes me feel a little better. I'll also sometimes draw like a really good memory. That was from when my friend Caitlin and I had like an awesome dinner together. Just some designs. I don't know, anytime I feel like I have a ton of words, I like to break it up with some patterns, and it's good practice. Same thing here. After doing that, I loved the way it looks, and I started incorporating that more in my like real art. I don't even remember. It's just such a stress reliever doing stuff, especially stuff like this, like whenever I just can't get my head clear. I love to draw eyes, making pros and cons. This was a question someone asked about like pros and cons of working full-time while being a creative versus being creative the full-time. My Final Fantasy team at the time. I don't have a fantasy team this year. So sad. I'm a huge tough love type of friend, so sorry if you can't handle it. Turn the page. Oh! Okay, this is not going well. Sometimes the doodles, like, sometimes they're just not great. And it is what it is. That's why it's a journal. Oh, I loved this quote. I actually heard it from Tom Platz. I have no idea if he's the original person who said that, but totally believe it. This was me kind of brainstorming, building more on that sketch earlier. I mentioned this in my critique video. I was trying to figure out what layout to do, and this is why I missed having critiques, because, sorry about my nails, but because I had to like do all of this planning on my own, and having like someone else help would have been a little easier. Doug Stanhope signed this. Amazing. Love him. That was actually about a year ago. Again, journals are perfect for planning. So much planning for that art show. Oh, Ash people. I think we all know some people like that. I love drawing food, especially when I'm hungry, which I clearly was. It was Halloween 2019. Ooh, and this was fun. It was when I went to a roller derby match, like the first one I'd ever gone to. Art journals really are like my favorite way to like plan out a drawing. Like, this is a comic book idea that I still haven't like fully realized yet, but like I have all my notes, I have like different poses, and I can just kind of like, as I have ideas, just write them down. And I can always refer back to it. Some more character design. Love these girls. Look how cute that is. I was like really vibing on these characters. I don't know. I guess I kind of like got distracted. I should pick that up. And this is another reason that it's good to have these journals, because I had really lost momentum. I haven't worked on these girls in a while, and now like revisiting, kind of feeling motivated to start that again. Thinking about limes, doing some like sketches of fantasy creatures. So yeah, that's the last 6 months of 2019. It's a lot of like some personal stuff and a lot of planning, a lot of like me keeping myself motivated, giving myself pep talks, you know, as one does. But I've got a ton more of these, so if you would like to see more art journals, let me know. And thank you so much for watching.